Okay, welcome back guys to the last video of our Photoshop tutorial. So let's build the comments area and the comment form. We'll start by adding a new group right here. I'm gonna say comments. And we'll start with a heading 4, like that. So we're going to say 4 comments to this article. And also we'll add a small button here that when clicked is gonna jump to the comment form. So to do that, I'm gonna copy that, comments, and I'm gonna duplicate it and just copy it right there. This can sit right at the edge of the grid column, and I'm just gonna add a plus and make it a bit bigger, something like that. Okay. Now let's start adding some actual comments. So before I do that, I'm gonna copy the layer style from this image. And I'll go here, grab the rectangle tool, and draw a rectangle like this. Okay, let's align it. Okay. Great. Fill it with white. Comments, copy. Let's group this into comment. Let's call it base. I'm gonna paste the layer style. Okay. So each comment has a similar structure. The top part will be used for the meta information like author, date, and reply link, while the bottom part will be used for the actual comment and the gravatar or the avatar. Okay, so let's begin with the name of the author. So we'll use this, the same style we have there. So it's gonna be the name of the author. On the next line, it's gonna be the date. So we're gonna say on September 12th, 2012 at 3:05 p.m. for instance. Okay, and we'll do a reply link. Okay, now this doesn't need to be bold. We can make it italic. (28 pixels from the left, and also we'll align it with the grid like that. Okay, the color for this will be a very light color, and this is actually a link. So we'll do it like that. Okay, perfect. The very next step, let's grab this color and create a separator. All right, something like that. Okay, let's add the comment. Okay, so this is the actual comment. I seem to have changed the color of my Photoshop UI here by mistake. Never mind. It's time for the Gravatar. Let's add that. And the Gravatar is going to be, we'll make it 48 by 48. So in my case, I'll just draw like a circle. That's 48 by 48. And that is the Gravatar. Okay, something like that. Actually, a 48 by 48, if I remember correctly, is the size for a small avatar. So let's check that theory. Yeah. Okay, so this is 48 by 48, and this is a small avatar present in a nested comment. The big one is, what is it? Let's inspect it. 80 by 80. Okay, that was it. I couldn't remember it. So 80 by 80. Okay. As for color, something like this will do just fine. And actually, I'm gonna make it into a multiple of 21, which means 84 by 84, like that. Okay, the base now. Is something like this. Okay, so this is one comment. Let's quickly add one. And this is the big text right here. Very light color and very large size and bold. And actually probably 50% opacity. That looks pretty good. I'll just set it on the baseline grid. Some quick adjustments. Okay, pretty good. Now let's do a nested reply. And for that, I'm gonna increase my canvas size just a little. So copy this, the whole thing, comment, duplicate it. I'm just gonna leave 21 pixels of spacing. Okay, now this is a nested comment, so I'm gonna do, let's see, 21 times 3, that is 63 pixels. This will be a nested comment. Okay, something like this. We also have to move these. So 28. This is the second comment. Now this will be slightly smaller, so I'm gonna make it 42. And actually, if I look at it, 42 is like a very small size for the avatar, so let's go with 63. That's a bit better. Okay, and also resize this separator. Okay, now this will be a comment by admin. Now WordPress allows you to define special styles for comments made by the admin, so we'll do that as well. The first change will be the stroke color, which will be something a bit darker. Something like this, A, B, A, 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 A. Okay, and lastly, I'm gonna add a small icon here. Well, I say icon, it's actually a box. So I'm just gonna move this. Create a quick round rectangle tool, 5 pixel, and I'm gonna make this 21 pixels in height, like this. Okay. The background color is gonna be 2B3039, and we'll add a small text that says admin. Helvetica new, bold, 8 pixels. Maybe a bit bigger, 10 pixels I think should do the trick nicely. Okay, 7 pixels of padding. Don't worry about the spacing here. We'll set it to a fixed size when writing the CSS. All right. Actually, I moved this a bit too far from the left. Okay, something like that. All right. Well, this is actually all we need for the comments to work. We have a nested comment style and also an admin style, or a comment made by admin. We can actually improve on it by adding a tree-like structure to it. So very quickly, grab the line tool, draw a line that's the same size as the nested comment. Okay, let's see the color. It's going to be the border color, D7, 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 and draw a second line right here. All right, now move the first line by 14 pixels, or even more, you can do 28 pixels. And the second line, I'll move it 7 pixels from the first one, and of course 7 pixels from this one. From the nested comment. And this is the style that we need. Okay, the very last thing we need to do is add the comment form. So, new group, comment form. We'll grab the same style. Okay, and we'll draw a rectangle. Let's do it like 300 pixels by 21 by 42. Let's see, paste, layer style, make it white, make it, call it input. I will say name. Color for text 5B, 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 12 pixels, and we'll align it with the center of the input. 14 pixels left margin. Okay, that's one. Let's also add a title to it. Okay, let's duplicate this. And also we'll do a field for the actual message. So duplicate this. Okay, and I'll make it that big. The default WordPress form has an additional field for website, but we'll take care of that later on. Increase the canvas size just a tiny bit. Footer. And now let's add a button. Okay, now for the button, I'm gonna grab the rectangle tool again, 5 pixel radius, and I'm gonna make one that's 42 pixels in height. And the color is the link color, so 3D 99CA, base, button. Let's apply some styling to this. First of all, gradient overlay from black to white. Set the blend mode to multiply. Lower the opacity to about 10%. Okay, next add a stroke. Now the stroke has to be a bit darker than the button. And also I'll add an inner shadow. Angle 90 degrees. Let's see, blend mode, set it to screen, color set it to white. Opacity 75% is good. Size should be 2, or you can leave it at 1 and just lower the opacity. And the goal here is just to obtain a small highlight on the top of the button. Okay, and that is our button. Let's add some text like submit comment. Helvetica new. Let's do 14 pixels, or actually 12 pixels. Center align it, make it white, and add a small drop shadow. Okay, something like that. You can also do a bold, but I think I'll stick with a simple button. All right, this is a bit large, so just resize it. Don't worry about the left and right padding. We just needed the actual style of the button. Okay. And that's it, actually. Let's have a look. We have the post with the sidebar. We have the tags, post pagination, author info. We have the comments nested and written by admin. And finally, the comment form. And that's it, actually, guys. We have all the elements that we need to create the rest of the pages, like archives and all the other stuff that's required by WordPress. So this concludes the Photoshop tutorial of the series. In the next videos, we'll begin taking everything from Photoshop and writing HTML and CSS for it. We'll use less. We'll use some nice CSS3 transitions. It's going to be a really good, really good. But I hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys back in the next videos. Bye bye.